In this module, we walk through how the platform structures three core payoffs: the Tarf, the pivot Tarf, and the accumulator, and how each one is configured on screen. When a structured product is selected, the interface expands to reveal panels that define the underlying option, the target mechanics, and the fixing schedule that drives the life of the structure. We begin with the Tarf, or Target Redemption Forward. A Tarf accumulates exposure across multiple fixings until a predefined profit level is reached. Once that target is achieved, the structure automatically redeems, locking in returns and stopping further participation. In the underlying structure panel, you define whether each fixing buys or sells the forward level used for evaluation, the notional currency, the prefixing notional, and the level of leverage downside. You can also choose to add a European knock-in on the liability side of the forward. The liability only comes into effect after the European knock-in level is breached on any fixing. To activate this behavior, select European knock-in and enter the barrier level here. Right below this, the target behavior of the Tarf is defined. The platform allows you to choose between target gain and target count. Target count redeems once the required number of in-the-money fixings is reached. Target gain instead accumulates total pips in absolute terms. You can also define how the final fixing behaves once the target is hit, whether it pays nothing, pays fully, or pays exactly up to the target via strike or notional adjustment. The Tarf also permits cap loss behavior on the leverage side. You can choose to apply the cap only to loss fixes or across all fixes. The last fixing behavior can be configured the same way, and the cap amount is entered directly. Schedule configuration is shared across all structured products. The Schedule Details panel defines the observation frequency, daily, weekly, or monthly, along with the total number of fixings and the first fixing date. Fixings are generated automatically, but you can refine them using holiday calendars to ensure valid business dates. By opening the detailed schedule, you may adjust individual dates, strikes, or barrier values. Any edit can be rolled forward to future fixings using the drop update function. The pivot Tarf builds on the same framework, but introduces a butterfly range payoff suitable for range-bound views. Instead of a single strike, the structure uses a lower strike, a pivot strike, and an upper strike, with the pivot serving as the point of maximum accumulation. The target accrues only when the fixing falls within this defined range. You also have the flexibility to add barriers on both legs, enabling European knock-in logic on either the lower side, the upper side, or both. The payoff behavior at the pivot itself can also be defined, whether the strategy buys the forward or sells it if the fixing lands exactly at the pivot level. This gives users finer control over participation across the range. The structure provides systematic accrual of exposure across its schedule. In an accumulator, the configuration follows the same logic as the Tarf and pivot Tarf. The strike, the notional, the barrier, and the leverage fields all function the same way and are entered here. The Accumulator Details panel allows you to introduce an American knockout barrier that can terminate the structure at any point. If required, you can assign guaranteed fixings that remain unaffected even if the barrier is triggered early. If this knockout level is breached at any fixing, the entire structure terminates immediately. The schedule follows the same logic as the Tarf and pivot Tarf, with full flexibility to refine dates or strikes directly in the detailed schedule. Across all three structures, indicative values update continuously based on spot, volatility, and barrier distance, providing live visibility into premium and expected payout behavior. Structured products such as the Tarf, pivot Tarf, and accumulator bring disciplined payoff engineering into a streamlined environment. They enable traders to shape exposure over time, manage accumulation or profit objectives, and capture yield efficiently within a single unified interface. In the next module, we move from structured products to multi-expiry configuration and explore how strips of options are set up within the OTC Pricer.